Erik Horne here with Brett Dawson after the Thunder's 121-106 win over the Denver Nuggets. Thunder break a 3-game losing streak, get home, get back to doing what they do well, and that's Russell Westbrook scoring a lot of points, providing a lot of assists, and getting a lot of rebounds.
And making three-pointers.
And making three-pointers,
once again. Like a thing all of a sudden. Yeah, another triple-double, 17th of the year. He had a whole bunch of points, 32, a whole bunch of rebounds, 17. And 11 assists. Big game, and for the second straight night, after a pretty prolonged three-point shooting slump, second straight night of really good three-point shooting from Russell Westbrook. He made 7 of 12.
Might not want to get in the habit of chucking as many threes as he has. It's the 4th game in a row he's had 10 or more three-point attempts. In the first 2 games against Milwaukee and Charlotte, he was like 4 of 22, and in the last couple of games, he's 13 of 23 or something around, or 15 of 23 actually, or 15 of something a lot.
It's a whole bunch.
He's making a lot of threes. But tonight, Westbrook was great from 3. The Thunder really got established on the inside first. They were pounding inside on the Nuggets, who were without Nikola Jokic, their starting center. So Steven Adams, Enes Kanter, Domas Sabonis were getting plenty of touches early, and they reaped the benefits.
Yeah, Domas in particular, very aggressive early. He got to the free throw line 5 times, which for Domas is a ton of free throws. How many did he shot coming in?
7.
7 for the year. He shot 5 tonight. Not just that, but stayed really aggressive early. Russell Westbrook was telling him to be aggressive, was staying on him to do it, and he really did do it. Darrell Arthur couldn't guard him. I think they sort of understood that early and went to him often, and that worked out. He didn't score a lot over the course of the game, but got them off to a really good start.
Russell Westbrook had a chance at another three-quarter triple-double. I mean, some of those guys just didn't finish. I mean, Steven Adams missed a couple of easy ones. Victor Oladipo had a shot rim out. Westbrook finished the third quarter with 9 assists, and he easily could have had one of those three-quarter triple-doubles he seems to do against Denver at least once a year. But you know, he still gets it, and the Thunder breaks their losing streak with a pretty strong performance, particularly in the second half, where they tightened up their defense and allowed only 46 points.
We get this far, we didn't even talk about Cameron Payne.
We didn't even talk about Cameron Payne.
Played.
We didn't even talk about Cameron Payne. He came out. It was pretty hot to begin with. I think he hit his first 3 shots, 8 points. You wrote about him for your game story tonight.
Yeah, I think just nice to have him back for the Thunder. It's not a huge impact today in 13 minutes. You know, the biggest impact he had probably was on Samaje Christian's minutes. Samaje didn't play at all. Billy Donovan said they'll look to do some 3-guard. Couldn't do it tonight because Denver never really did it. Denver didn't go that small, though Denver played small a lot. Thunder kind of countered it going big. They didn't really go 3-guard, and so didn't have a chance to play Samaje, but did get some minutes out of Cameron Payne. He was pretty good. He settled in pretty early. I think still a thing of finding a rhythm with that second unit. It's going to take some time. He's going to have some rust, but he made shots. He was aggressive early and looking for a shot, and then kind of settled in, I thought, fed the post a little bit, had a nice pass to set up Joffrey Laverne for a basket inside, and looked, I think, overall pretty sharp for a guy who hadn't played all year.
He'll definitely be an upgrade over Christian in terms of his offense. The defensive part has always been the question with Cameron Payne. Is he going to be able to hold up defensively? He's bulked up a little bit, and is he going to be able to stay in front of guards in the pick and roll and be able to fight over screens? One more thing about the Westbrook three-pointers tonight. You know, the Thunder had built up to about an 8 or 9 point lead before Westbrook really got cooking from 3. To that point, he had made about 3. He was shooting about 50% from the field, but he hit 4 threes in a 2-minute stretch in that fourth quarter, which really extended the game. And Billy Donovan was actually saying, you know, when he gets hot like that, he encourages him to keep shooting, which is crazy to think from a 30% three-point shooter for his career, but Westbrook was just on fire tonight.
Yeah, and he can get into a rhythm. What Billy Donovan said, and it was an interesting way of putting it, he said early that the thing of throwing the ball to Sabonis was working, so Russell kept doing it. Well, once three-pointers for Russell start working, Russell's going to do that too, and that's what they want him to do. Find the thing that's working in the offense, that inside game, open that outside space up. He wasn't open on all those. Some of them were pretty deep and contested shots, but when he gets into a rhythm, they don't mind him taking some shots like that.
And keep in mind that Denver is the worst defense in the NBA. They came into the league, they came into tonight giving up 110.1 points per possession, dead last in the league. Russell Westbrook took advantage of it, so did the Thunder's bigs. Thunder heads to Chicago on Monday for what should be an interesting matchup on the road again. It's a road game that they should be able to win, and they should probably win, considering that they were going to be going on this long road swing after the Memphis game on Wednesday. They'll be 6 straight on the road after Memphis on Wednesday, so they've got to go and perform really well in Chicago.
Yep, I think Chicago beat Toronto there tonight, so not an easy place to win.
All right, here's some post-game video from Billy Donovan, Russell Westbrook, and Enes Kanter?
Cameron Payne.
Cameron Payne.
3-point line 2 games in a row. Any particular reason why you're getting those clear looks and knocking them down the way you have been?
No, I'm not sure if they're clear, but just trying to stay on balance and concentrate on making a shot.
The game seemed to change in that third quarter. You hit ahead to Steven on some early post-ups in transition. Why are those plays so effective for
It's
you?
important, man, to keep Steven involved in the game. He's a big part of our offense, and he makes it easy for me.
Was there a point of emphasis tonight to really feed the post? It seemed like that was something you really focused on in the first quarter.
Yeah.
I know Gallo asked specifically about the makes, but it's been 4 straight games now where you kind of get double-digit threes. Is there a reason for that? Because that's way above your normal average.
No.
Talk about Cam's return, his season debut, just what it means for the team in the second unit.
It's good, man. It's good for our team, our second unit, get him back flowing. Samaj is doing a great job as well. It's definitely good to have Cam back and get his rhythm back.
What about the dance moves? Y'all was out there, you said swag gang.
Back to the norm.
What'd you see out of Domas tonight? He really seemed to be effective and aggressive, forceful in the post.
That's what it was. Being aggressive. When he's aggressive, our team is different. Tonight, he did a good job of that in the post, using his size.
So what changed for your defensive game in the second half? I think you only allowed 46 points after halftime.
Just paying more attention to detail.
You gonna be vouching for Jeremy Grant in the dunk contest after that? After that dunk?
Yeah, if he wanted to do it, but I don't know if he wants to do it or not.
Would you want to see him in there?
I haven't decided yet.
Billy talked about how when you're hot like that, he wants to see the heat check. He wants to see you get it. What's your mentality when you're going for those heat checks? How do you decide what the right shot is in those scenarios?
Just play.
Ovation when you walked on and knocked down your first shot. How'd it feel out there?
It felt good. I got comfortable real quick. Found my rhythm. But it was because of the fans, man. They made me feel comfortable. My teammates, they cheered me on, gave me a lot of confidence before the game and then during the game. So it just, I had fun.
Seemed like you just hit your stride, had no issues with wind or anything like that. How big of a help were those 2 games with the Blue to kind of get you in a rhythm?
It was big time. The first game I didn't play too good, but the second game I came and played all right. But we were in Utah, so I definitely got my win back there. But we did good down there. We won 2 games, so I'm proud we got the 2 wins.
You said earlier today there might be some nerves going into the game. Do you feel those? When do those go away?
It went away after I hit my first shot, but I was cool all the way up to 4-minute mark, and then it was man, I'm about to go in the game. But once I got out there, everything went away, and ever since then I was cool.
When you went to the table and then came back in the timeout, was that just
I was because when I got up there, he was like, timeout coming. So I was like, oh man, I go walk back and got a timeout, more time to sit down. So it was kind of messed up, but it was cool.
It seemed like y'all put an emphasis tonight on feeding the big men. What did you see there in terms of Russell being able to get them the ball?
Steven and Ennis, man, they do a terrific job finding us when they get double teamed. That's where bread and butter is. They do a hell of a job getting to the rack, getting to the free throw line. And if we have to play through them, that's what we got to do. And they keep doing a good job. Why not?
You got up to a pretty good start offensively, but where do you think your dance game is right now? Do you feel like you're dancing pretty good?
I think it's solid. You have to ask Russ. I can only judge him. I can't judge myself.
What was that like being able to get out and do that again? That was something that you and Russ really enjoyed last year.
It was cool. Like I said last year, it's just to get you to relax and get ready for the game. So, it helped for sure.
Can you talk about what you Can you talk about what it means to get the encouragement from your teammates just preparing for this game for your season debut?
It meant a lot. I haven't seen them in a long time, and today a shoot around, they was talking to me a lot. They was, happy that I'm back, things like that. It just felt like I haven't been gone. I just felt like I've been playing all year, but I appreciate them. I appreciate them for doing it.
Cam, Billy said that second unit has a rhythm of its own, and you have to fit into their rhythm as opposed to the other way. What is that process? What do you have to do?
Getting to know everyone that's in the second unit, knowing where they like to score, knowing, where they need help at, just getting a feel for them. And I don't think it'll take much time for me to get a feel for them.
Denver's a very, very good offensive team. They've been playing at a high level offensively, but I just felt like in the first half we could have done a better job defensively in a lot of different areas. And then I thought in the second half our guys really played a terrific defensive game in terms of, I know they maybe missed some shots, but I thought the effort, the contesting of jump shots, the rotations, our energy was really, really good in terms of making some extra effort plays to try to get ourselves back in plays to make shots difficult. And then again, I thought offensively, we had, I thought, two very, very good halves. But we moved the ball well, that we generated good shots. I thought the one thing that helped us there in the third quarter is when we went big with Ennis and Stephen, we were kind of able to separate a little bit and get a little bit of a cushion. But overall, I thought we got much, much better defensively in that second half.
Coach, were those transition post-ups for Stephen in that third quarter stretch intentional? Was that something that you saw going into that little stretch?
Yeah,
there?
I think it's been intentional for us because a lot of times from a defensive standpoint, when you rebound the basketball, a lot of times the bigs are kind of trailing in. So you want to keep spacing because Russell's so good in transition, and the last thing you want to do is have a lot of guys running into the lane because it jams things up for him. But what we've talked about is if our bigs are up ahead of the ball to get in front of the rim at the deep post up, and I thought Stephen did a great job against Milwaukee. We had a couple early against Charlotte. Same thing even with Houston. So Stephen's done a terrific job of identifying opportunities to run and seal and post, and we certainly want him to do that when he's up ahead of the ball. And I think the other thing too is it gives Russell an opportunity to advance pass up to him for post ups. And it also allows Russell, if our wings are running wide, to drive the ball, and then if the big steps up, Stephen's got opportunities to either dump down passes or offensive rebounds. So it's definitely something we've talked about and tried to work on, from game to game.